Hello everyone, good morning, good morning. Oh, I mean, good evening, not good morning. I was used to saying good morning when I'm making recaps, but right now I'm only making recaps after work because I really don't have time. And yeah, I don't have the means, and I'm sorry, I don't have a recorded trade, uh, like what I usually do, like recorded trade to show you when I'm making recaps. But today I'm gonna show you just a quick recap on how I traded AMD, how I decided to take it long. Yeah, so, but before everything else, you know what to do. If you haven't, you can follow me and subscribe to my channel and follow me in my social media accounts. As you can see here, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and YouTube. Uh, you can reach out there and then say hi or whatever. If you have any questions, just go there and it's up to you where you wanna ask questions. But yeah, let's go back to my recap. Let's look at AMD. Um, AMD, I was actually just looking too long at 97. If you know, because if you could see at the daily level, okay, it's really extended, and I was hoping at least it will, it will reach up to 100. I was hoping for that. That's why I said, okay, so if it's, let's say, around 97, that's about, $3. Check. If it goes to 100, I'm only risking a low day on this trade. So I was risk reward wise, it was really good. It was overextended. That's why I was being careful. Let's look at levels here. Yeah, there'll be levels here to touch 101, 102.50. So you have to be careful on taking this long. If it continues to 100, it's probably going to be a good short. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's see how I traded it. Um, Initially, if this breaks, this 97.62 breaks at the open because it opened a bit weak. Um, as you can see, a few red candles there. It touches this 96.50. That's the short level that I will have if it goes below that. And I'll be taking long above somewhere at this 97.62. But I have an area to play around 97, 96.50. So they're all about 50-cent risk. Um, and then you can entirely get how much did it move today? AMD moved about almost $3 today, so it's not much. But imagine if you're risking just um, a dollar or maybe half a dollar, 50 cents, or maybe 50 cents for this trade. Probably good. Probably get a good risk reward. So let's look closely to my. A lot of people are asking how do I trade to open? Um, Entirely based on price action and time and sales. As you can see here in this time and sales, you will really feel if the strong is if the stock is strong at the open. Like if you don't have to look at it, but you just have to kind of look at the price, what it's doing, and then on your right side, if the time and sales on my right, I kind of like glance a bit, and then I use ATR per candle. So I have ATR, as you can see here, I have ATR 1. Let's go here. If you look at my ATR, it's set to value of 1. And you can set this above, if you want, you can set this above the volume bar, which means it's going to immediately tell you how much that candle moved, right? So, okay, let's go here. So let's see, doesn't say, oh, the volume, one sec. Oh, it's not updating. It's showing, it says here 10 cents. It's showing the current one, which is 10 cents. So let's say this is the candle, right? So this candle here, you can read it from top to bottom. This is 10 cents. You see that? That's 10 cents. The volume is this one, the blue one, 2.8 thousand shares, 2,800 shares, and this candle is 10 cents. So that's how I will kind of risk. If there's volume, let's look here. The volume is 2.4 million. So imagine um, in one candle, there's 2.4 million shares on $100 stock. $97 stock. So there's buyers and sellers. So this moved about from 50 cents. Yeah, 50 cents. As you can see here on my right hand side at this one here, you can kind of tell that it moved about 50 cents. So that's what I risked. Um, but you have to be careful. You can also risk, since it's $100 stock, you can also risk 1% of it, which is $1. Risking 0.5% is a bit too risky, but since the stock is the spread is tight, you can kind of like it depends how much you can trade. For me, if I stop out 3 times, full stop 3 times, then I'm gonna be done. So what I did here, let's look closely. So what I did here, um, I entered when I saw that it's really strong. I was hoping for the break of this 97, which is a round number. So before it even touches the round number, I immediately go in because I thought it's in my mind, it's gonna break the VWAP and it's gonna be strong and it's gonna squeeze everyone. Normally, because it did not stop here, it was kind of like strong when I was looking at the prints. It was printing 97, 97, more than 97, but it went back a little bit. So it opened here, it went down here, it opened here, actually went down here a bit, rejected this 97, 96.50. Immediately, it was really strong, and that in my mind I was gonna break the VWAP and this round number. That's why I entered before I even reached that VWAP and round number, because it's strong, and the volume was 2.4 million, right? But it was actually rejecting it. So the second candle opened here, it was rejecting it a bit. So I said, okay, I don't want to risk this 50 cents here. I don't want to lose, right? Just so my first entry, if you can see, my first entry was on a 20-second, 9:30, 9:30, 20 seconds. It's a bit too early for a 1 minute orb. That's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. So that's my entry before $97, and I got out. So I have like a 7 cent loss. So that's not a lot. Okay, but once I saw that it's really really strong, I got in again at 97, which is round number. It broke it, so I took profit. I'm still risking at this one. I was still risking about 50 cents. So 97, my risk was way here. You see, that's a good risk reward, right? It's too far. It's even my risk is even bigger than this candle. So this candle is probably less than 50 cents or something. So I get in roughly $97. Risk will be somewhere at 96.50. So that's a good risk. If it goes below VWAP, then I'll probably get out, or below this low of this candle. That's probably where I will go. So once I entered here, if it goes somewhere 96.80, I have to be quick. I have to get out. If it prints 96.80, I'm gonna get out. That's how fast I trade. I'm talking so fast. So after that, to profit a little bit, I was hesitant, but I took profit just in case if it rejects. I took more profit, so I have a 1-to-1 move now. I was waiting for a break of this 98, so it's a good 2-to-1 move, right? So I took half here. Immediately after taking half, somewhere 98, it was kind of struggling, so I thought it's gonna bounce back to VWAP. So I took more. Let's see. I took more. I was really close to adding up. But the thing is, if I add up, then my average will be really close to VWAP now. That's why I was hesitant to add up, but I should have added up somewhere here at the highs of this area here. What I did here, as you can see, because I have to take more shares before even adding up, because if I add up, then I won't be. It's just my profit ratio will not be as good. So I missed the ad here, but it's fine. So I took more here. So that's the level. I think it's pre-market high. Let's look at pre-market high. Somewhat pre-market high. I can't remember how I got this. It's probably pre-market high or something. So I took more profit here, 90. So it was struggling here. I missed the move here. I took profit, and then this is the move that I was waiting for. I said, okay, this is the chance. But this two red candles is actually big, so this moved about 63 cents. 63 cents. This two candle probably about, like this ATR here, you can really easily tell how much a range, how much per candle is moving within the range, right? So if you hover here, roughly in this area, you can see here, so roughly about 69 cents, 70 cents per candle it's moving. So imagine you can just risk that amount in terms of cents. So let's say, 60 cents per trade. You need probably a dollar or 20 cents to get a 2 to 1 if you're risking 60 cents. Or if you want to trade just 1 to 1, then you can risk 60 cents to trade 60 cents. So I trade in those kind of dollar value. Um, Okay, let me think. So here it says SS. It looks like it was a short, but it's not a short because I have a stop here. It was a stop at break even. And when you have a market order stop, and then once you take profit, it's gonna show short sell because you have an order to stop, right? I'm not sure if you get that. Yeah, so I added back in here to profit at 97.98. A round number there. I was hoping for another continuation at 98.50, but it didn't happen. I didn't even take profit because I was really hoping for a bounce. I actually thought it's gonna just reject a VWAP, and then eventually I was out of I was out of shares. So my after adding my average for summer here at 97.50, I thought it's gonna you know bounce at 97.50 or VWAP, but it did not. But this 15-minute trade is enough for me to just to be done for the day. That's why I'm really happy because this is being a part-time trader. That's the only um that's the only time I need to to make extra income. I'm not doing this full time, so I'm not really looking to make a lot more money. Just it's just kind of like a side hustle, side income for me to even make extra every day. So yeah, so how I so did uh I was, yeah, so my target was actually $100. I was thinking, why did I kind of like consider it long? Because I was hoping for at least $100, right? So imagine trading 50 cents, risking 50 cents, going to $100. That's actually a good risk reward. Um, yeah, so I hope you learned something from this ATR. It's really really good. You don't have to think how much you risk because it will tell you immediately how much the candle moved. Yeah, that's kind of how I do a risk reward, and I draw levels. So can't remember where I got the 9650. Let's look here. Yeah, probably here in this area. Can't remember. Hmm. Let's go back. So I always like to go on week sometimes. Yeah, so here. This is probably where I got the 9650 area. Yeah, because those are previous highs. When was this? December. Yeah, so yeah, this area here. So this, sometimes you just have to find levels, uh, previous support and resistance. You can still use this as previous resistance. And as you can see here, even bounce here and then it made a move. And then, as you can see here, it's obvious that it's really a support here. And here was also resistance. So I think if it wants to move and break, how come it's not? If it wants to break 100, I think it's probably going to reject 100, move back to this VWAP here at 94, and then continue to move up. But the market, if you look at SPY, it's kind of struggling. It's below VWAP. It's really struggling. That's why it was hard for a continuation on that trade. Yes, let's go back to AMD. Yeah, so yeah, I don't have any other trades. Just AMD. That's a really long recap. If you have any questions, yeah, just comment down below. And for my Pinoy mates, I'm still looking for 2 more students. I have 3 students now for me to teach. I'm looking for beginners, not experienced traders, because that's going to be harder to trade. You already have a style. So I'm looking to help out newer ones, you know, like from starting to broker, shortcuts, hotkeys, my style. So I will probably teach my style, not my strategy, because my style is to just trade the open, right? The first 30 minutes to an hour of the open. Like today, we were done 9:46, and we hit goal 9:46. So yeah, just like that. And yeah, and I mean, if you're curious, just ask, and yeah, I'll be happy to help out. I'm not sure if I still have anything to discuss. I think that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I don't have recorded recaps anymore, but I will probably get back once I have a proper setup. Right now I'm using a 13-inch Razer laptop Stealth. It's not that good if I'm gonna record my screen. Anyways, yeah, so thank you for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, and yeah, follow me in my social media accounts, and feel free to comment down below if you have any questions. Peace. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.